See, it's recording already. Tell me about yourself. What's your name? Which city do you come from?
Yes. My name is Praxis Rodriguez. I am from Peru, from Cusco, from here.
And how long have you been working in this hostel?
In this hostel, 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Yes.
And before this, did you work in another city? Or?
No, I worked in tourism. I worked around 7 years. I studied tourism.
Okay.
Yeah, but I finished my studies 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I started to work in tourism 7 years ago.
Okay.
First, I started with like a guide, you know, on the jungle.
Nice.
Yeah, but then that was in another city. But then change again to Cusco.
Why?
And start because for me, big guide is difficult.
It's difficult.
Yes.
What is the difficult about being a guide?
Maybe for me was the language first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you have to lead it in English?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. What do you like about this job?
Work with people and meet another cultures.
Yes.
Yeah, and the difficult it's sometimes the language.
Okay.
Not all people speak English and Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's so difficult.
Working with people is hard. How do you work with people who are hard? Like, what do you think is important?
I think that it's important. Listen.
Okay.
Listen is very important.
Okay, yeah.
If you try to understand and listen and put in your shoes,
Yes.
you can help
Yes.
a lot.
That's a very, very good point. And what do you like about living in Cusco?
It's a nice city. It's a safe city.
Okay.
Don't like the cold.
What don't you like?
Don't like the cold places.
The cold. Okay. Yes.
Don't
yes,
like cold
same.
places. But
Okay.
for the rest, it's nice. It's you around here you find nice landscapes, wonderful landscapes.
What's your favorite place in Cusco?
My favorite place in Cusco is Ollantaytambo.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. When I have time, I try to
Go.
escape over.
Mhm. And do you have a favorite place in the city itself, in Cusco?
Like restaurant like that or no?
Any place, maybe like any square or like a restaurant or like hidden street.
For example, like the Jesus, White Jesus. It's nice because you have a nice view of the city.
Yes. And do you miss something about the jungle?
I love the warm weathers.
Okay.
Yeah, but for me it's difficult.
Okay.
The insects.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
it's the reason because I changed to the city
Okay.
too.
Maybe, do you have any plans for the hostel? Like, do you want to do something in the hostel?
Maybe I would like to, because this is my business,
Okay.
but it's not my house.
Okay.
I would like to rent another house
Okay.
more close to the
City center.
city center,
Okay.
or have two places, no?
Okay.
Extend
Uh-huh.
the business.
And the hostel, does it have like seasons? So for instance, there are more tourists now, or like is it like pretty much the same all year?
No, we have a high season and
Okay.
low season. November, December, January, February, and March are low season
Okay.
because in November start the rainy season
Okay.
and finish in the first days than April.
Okay.
Yeah, and then start the high season. Is different.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like when you say rainy season, like does it rain all day or like how is
Exactly.
it look like? It's raining
You can find many days rainy continue.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the temperature? Is it like warm or is it like?
It's not warm. In Cusco, it's a cold place. Yeah. For example, in this time,
Yes.
May, June,
Yeah.
and July,
Yeah.
It's during the day. It's very sunny,
Yes.
but it's more cold in the morning and evening.
In the night, yes.
Mhm.
And does it snow in Cusco?
No,
No.
no.
Have you seen snow?
Yes, but it's one time.
Okay.
10 years.
Ah.
You know.
And is it possible to go somewhere skiing around here or no?
No,
No.
no. It's not possible.
Have you visited other parts of Peru?
Yes, a lot of cities. I think.
Which city is your favorite?
I love the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer the coast.
Which is the best place? I have never visited the beaches in
Mhm.
Peru. Which place do you recommend going?
Máncora, Punta Sal
Okay.
are nice beaches, but my favorite city in Peru is Arequipa.
Really nice.
Yes.
Good choice.
And you can enjoy the food over there. Is
And many people are wondering, or like have asked me, locals in Cusco, for instance, what is the average salary of a person here?
in Peru
Or in Cusco? I'm not sure if there is a much big difference.
in US dollars or
US dollars is fine.
US dollars
Yes.
is fine. It's approx 340 US dollars.
Okay.
Mhm,
This
approx.
is average, like, but is it like this is for Cusco or in general?
In general in Peru.
And-
It's the basic, you know.
Yes.
It's the
And
base.
like for instance, young people who are, let's say, well educated, do they earn much more than this, or like is there a big difference in the salaries or no?
The basic salary
Yes.
is
300-400 US dollars.
US dollars.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you work for the government,
Yes.
you can win more money,
Okay.
more than 1,000
Oh, really?
US dollars.
So in institutions it's much higher.
Mhm,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
And is there a difference, a big difference between like living in Lima and living in Cusco?
With the about salary.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes, but this change if you have more studies, you can win more.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So if
Okay.
you have a degree from university, you win
Exactly,
more. Okay.
exactly.
How many universities are there in Cusco?
Here I think that 4 or 5 universities.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you can study everything you want. Like there is medical university, architecture, or you have to move if you want to do something.
Sometimes
You have to move.
you have to. The classic
Okay.
medics, lawyers,
Yes.
you
yes.
can study here.
Okay.
But others that
Yes.
you have to.
Where do you think it's better? Like, where do you think not lifestyle, but living standards are better here or in Arequipa, for instance? Where is it better to live in terms of salary, expenses? What do locals think about it?
No, but depends what do you do.
Okay.
For example, for me that I work here, that I have
Yeah.
the hostel,
Yes.
here I can live good.
Okay. Mhm.
But maybe
Okay.
me is not possible with the same things
In Arequipa.
in Arequipa,
Mhm.
you know.
But most people in Cusco work in tourism, right?
Yes, a lot of
Okay.
people work in tourism because it's a
Mhm.
tourism city.
And if someone doesn't work in tourism, maybe what is the second most common thing to work here?
Close to here, you find a lot of mines.
Mines, really?
Exactly, and
For what?
people, minerals.
Okay.
A lot of minerals.
Okay.
Many people work around.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. And how much is rent in Cusco?
I don't know.
Like if you want to rent like a one-bedroom apartment, for instance. How much
One
is it?
bedroom apartment, I think between $200 US.
But this is like so close to the beach.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
Is it getting more and more expensive every year?
Yes. Mhm.
Thank you very much. You're going
De
today
nada,
to.
gracias.
Are you flying today?
No
Or
fly
tomorrow?
bus.
Bus. How many hours is it to La Paz?
Around 14 hours.
14 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Safe trip to La Paz. And what is your plan? What do you want to do in La Paz over the weekend?
Just visit, buy some things because for the moment Bolivia you find cheapest things than Peru.
Is it common to travel to Bolivia to do shopping and come back?
Many people do it, but normally the people that live close.
Okay, like Puno and...
Puno, exactly,
yes.
exactly. Yes.
So what is cheaper, like food or clothes or everything?
Many things, yes.
Okay.
I think everything.
Okay. And is it easy to take it over the border?
If just is for your consume,
Okay.
it's easy. But if you buy...
If it's big, it's not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
No,
And
you're welcome.
have a safe trip
Thank
to
you very
Bolivia
much.
and back home here.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.